welcome to my YouTube. My name is Steve. I like to lift heavy weights. I like to show people how to lift heavy weights. Yeah, that's about all there is to my life. This morning, it's a Saturday morning, it's 5 a.m. I'm going to train lower body. I'm going to throw the workout up on the screen now. So yeah, we got some heavy RDLs, squatting, hack squats, Bulgarians, leg extensions, abductors, calves, abs, yeah. So 5 a.m, why 5 a.m? So I actually work Monday to Friday on a building site, intense manual labour. So I obviously put, my workouts are pretty important to me. I also have clients that I am looking to inspire. So my performance and my gym performance is pretty important. So I like to train when I'm at my freshest, and after a 10-hour shift on a building site is certainly not my freshest. So I train before work Wednesday and Thursday, and I also maintain my sleep pattern through the weekend, which I think is very important. The one underlying principle with all the sleep experts that I've picked up is that you want consistency in your sleep. Ideally the same bedtime, the same wake time. Now the same bedtime is pretty hard. I have actually stopped stressing about getting to bed at the same time. I just get up at the same time every morning, and that's through Saturday and Sunday. Now I feel pretty good. If I wake up at 4 a.m, no matter how much I've slept before, I feel pretty good. Because you don't have to, the length of time you sleep every night doesn't have to be consistent. Some nights aren't going to be too good, some nights are going to be better. That's okay. I think the worst thing you can do is stress about your sleep. But anyway, I get up at 4 a.m. on Saturday and Sundays too, because if I sleep in on a Saturday and a Sunday, you expose yourself, or let's say you do it, right? You wake up Monday to Friday, 7 a.m, pretty good. Saturday and Sunday, you sleep in till 10 a.m. What's the problem with that? Well, your circadian rhythm is just, it's thrown away on the Saturday. It doesn't know what's going on. Think about it, if you were to, Monday to Friday, live wherever you're living, and the next thing you travel to a time zone which is 3 hours away, you're exposing yourself to a bit of jet lag. It's called social jet lag. It's called social jet lag when you sleep in on a Saturday and a Sunday, right? And you offset everything by about 3 hours or however long you sleep in. And that's why on the Monday, when you go back to the 7, you feel so tired. So this has been a revelation in my life. I'm 28 years old, and honestly, sleeping has been something I could never master. Getting out of bed has been a nightmare for as long as I remember. Since I was in school, it was just so hard. And when I did get out of bed, I just felt useless. So lethargic, just shite. So yeah, keeping my wake time through the weekends has been a revelation. It's been unbelievable. I feel great every day of the week. I'm not lethargic. The contrast is so obvious in comparison to before, when I used to, the Saturday, I was licking my lips at a Friday night, so I was like, oh my god, I've no alarm tomorrow. But yeah, I feel better having an alarm on a Saturday now, and the same alarm that I have Monday to Friday. So yeah, that is actually one way I have, made my gains progress through a manual labour job where I'm doing 45 to 50 hours a week labouring. Is making sure I'm getting the most value out of my weekends, because first of all, I'm off. I don't have to go labouring on a building site, and yeah, second of all, that when I do get into the gym, that I'm feeling good and I can perform. And I think for someone like me who's in a calorie deficit, I've been dieting for the bones in 9 months now, my gym performance is so important. People look at protein as, the one thing that you need to hold on to muscle. But if you're not performing in the gym, if your performance is regressing, then that is an actual metric that can be used to signify that you might be losing muscle. So my gym performance, I'm looking not even to maintain it, I'm looking to get better, and it has gotten better. I got a little progress in reps across the board this week actually. But in the flat dumbbell press, I got one more rep on the 60s than I did 4 weeks ago. So we're progressing. So yeah, working manual labour, it's something I have a lot of conversations with my clients about. I have guys, shout out to Dean, your legend. Dean works 12 hours a day for 2-3 weeks straight, or that's 14 to 21 days straight, pouring concrete in the middle of the desert in northern Australia. Yeah, nuts. I can't comprehend it. And he goes to the gym, and he's hack squatting and he's leg pressing a lot of weight, and he's benching. He's doing it all on top of all that work. And I think what you got to do is you got to set up a routine that kind of isolates your sessions from work. So, for me, it's training 2 times during the week before work, 2 times at the weekend when I don't have work. That's me done. If I was to do those 4 sessions after work, Monday through to Thursday, the performance difference would be massive. So yeah, with manual labour, manage your recovery. Set yourself targets that you can achieve. Training 5-6 days a week. It's hard for anyone. Even when I wasn't working on the building side a few weeks ago, I still only train 4 days a week. But 5-6 days a week is hard to recover from, no matter what you're doing in your life. But on top of 40-50 hours on a building side a week, probably setting your goals too high, the targets too high. So be realistic with your targets. Anyway, I'm getting those tingles, those beta-alanine tingles. So yeah, let's head inside. Australian gyms are nuts. I'm looking inside the gym now. There's a handful of people inside there. It's 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I don't think there's any gyms back home in Ireland that open at this hour. Maybe in Dublin we have a few, but yeah, let's get to it. See, warm-ups to me are just getting my brain ready for the weight. I just want to know what it feels like. Gradually expose myself to the heavier and heavier weights until I'm, when I pick up that work and set weight, that I'm not overwhelmed by how heavy it is. And I suppose just doing a few reps in that pattern and getting into those positions so that I know exactly what I need to do. I'm practicing my swing, I'm ready to go when I get to that top set. Like actually getting a sweat on and feeling pumped and getting the heart rate up, that's not warming up to me. If anything, that's putting myself at a disadvantage. Right. Anything that's labelled as a hack in health and fitness is usually it's not a hack at all. Especially when it comes to something that you ingest, fucking supplements or whatever. But there's a few exceptions to that rule, and one of them is lifting straps. My God, they're a game changer. And if anyone tells you, oh yeah, I'd rather lift it out and build up, it's re-lifting, builds up my grip strength and my forearms. Stay a week forever, so buddy old pal. Right, here's a very anecdotal piece of gym advice. With your last warm-up set, give it attention. Your last warm-up set will dictate how you feel in your top set, and you want to be confident. You want to feel ready. So don't just go through the motions with your last warm-up. Give it a bit of aggression. Build confidence. Show yourself how easy that weight is. Right, 220 on the bar. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I'd have some sort of Metallica or Guns N' Roses blasting my eardrums. That would be the aid I would need to bring the aggression out to lift this weight. But unfortunately, there is some reggae music playing, so the inner aggression is going to have to be raw dogged out of my brain. Let's see how it goes. Fuck me. Boys, we had to dig deep there. Okay, so
my microphone's messed up, my storage got full, my tripod broke, so I'm going to do a voiceover for the rest of the workout. I did try to record a video of me emphasizing knee flexion here on my hack squats as I'm training my quads, finding that range through my knee as opposed to my hips as best I can. Yeah, just so putting the quads to work there. That's actually 5 kg heavier than last week, and 2 sets of 8 with definitely more in the tank, so yeah, room for progression there next week. Was pretty fried after the RDLs here as well, and after this we jumped on to split squats. So yeah, the next 2 exercises are single leg variations, so Bulgarians and single leg extensions. I'm seeing a lot of noise online lately about, you know, single leg or single arm exercises allowing us to produce more force because we can just focus on that singular side. So yeah, I've done a bit of experimenting with my program lately and had a bit more single leg work, but yeah, that is a lot of quad work there. You know, it was 4 sets of squatting with the hacks and the Bulgarians, and 2 sets of these, 1 leg each side. The camera messed up here. I actually did 2 sets of 10 and then 2 sets of 7, I think. Abductors, filmed that with my toaster, so I'm not going to leave that on the screen for too long, but this is a new exercise that I brought into the plan, so progressing on that every week, as usually is the case when you start a new exercise. These are my preferred calf raises at the moment. I like it because I don't have to load up plates, and I like to do my calf raises with a straight leg as opposed to seated, and yeah, just spending as much time in that deep position there as I can. And then after that we hopped on and did some abs. So what I'm trying to do here is emphasize like crunching, you know, actually moving through the spine as opposed to leaning forward, like, which would be more of a hinge. So yeah, these felt pretty good, and that wrapped up my workout for today.
That was overall a good session. The camera got in the way, iPhone storage full because the iCloud just doesn't work, and the tripod broke, so it's all good. At least I lifted more than I did last week. Yeah, so thanks for watching. So going home now to tick off another box, which is to replenish my carbs after a workout. So yeah, that's kind of something I'm doing in the last 10 weeks of this cut, is making sure I have a dose of carbs before training. Today it was a banana. Last night I had probably 500 grams of Greek yogurt, whey protein, some chia seeds, hemp seeds. This morning it was a banana. Now I'm going to go home and have eggs on toast with some cottage cheese and some shredded cheese. So yeah, the type of carbohydrate after the workout doesn't really matter. The type before kind of does. So before a workout you kind of want to have, you know, fast digesting carbs, so high glycemic carbs. So, you know, fruit, liquid carbs, you know, or a nice tonic drink like Powerade, Gatorade, whatever it may be. Something that you can digest and have access to really quickly. Complex carbs, you know, slower digesting carbs like pasta and rice and potatoes. Anything that's accompanied by fat and fiber is going to be slow to digest, and you know, you're not going to have as quick access to those carbs as opposed to, you know, eating fruit or something. So yeah, come back tomorrow. I'm doing an upper day in the morning. I'll talk a bit more about the cut. I'm going to go home now and figure out this iCloud situation. Hopefully get a new camera and a new tripod, because yeah, I like this. I think this is going to be good. It's relaxed content. It's not quick. It's not, how can I deliver this message in 10 seconds? It's, you know, it's whatever is in here just comes out. So yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to get strong.